All right, so the question is, do we wait for Gary or do we start without him?
Oh, this is supposed to be our own feedback show.
This one?
Yeah, I think I remember mentioning that.
Oh, that's right. Did we prepare any feedback?
No, I'm not
Maybe
prepared.
next week.
although all we really need to do is go to our Facebook page. I think is where
You know what? There's a
Aaron
bunch.
comments.
There's a bunch of stuff on in the Gmail account too.
Okay.
I think.
Do you want to pull that up, Jeremy?
Mm-hmm. I'll pull it up.
Pardon me while I whip this out.
I don't understand. What do you mean?
You have two Academy Award nominated or one Academy Award winning guy.
Best pre-show ever.
They're always the best.
Listening to an old version of us through Rob's speakers. Actually, just
great.
Just listening to Rob talk through his own speakers.
It's great.
I don't think anybody else was on that show. It was all Rob.
Oh, wait a minute.
Huh. I wonder where the feedback went.
That beer looks familiar.
All right, we have a little bit of a couple minutes left.
This beer.
All right. Hold on.
It looks like this one.
Hold on. Maybe I have it.
It's the one that says Waldos on it?
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Hold on.
All right. Like a well-oiled machine.
Yep. Yep, a well-oiled machine.
Hi, Alpha Geek. Look, it's us in our regular time slot for a change. You're not catching us in reruns. Except live isn't necessarily any better.
You know what?
We're sorry for that.
I don't see the feedback in the Gmail account, which is really weird. Maybe I just don't
know what
I'm... I never look at Facebook. I think I just don't know what I'm talking about. No, look, it's YouTube comments, and I see them on my phone.
YouTube comments? Somebody's commenting on our YouTube pages?
Uh-huh.
I didn't know that.
I have a ton of them on my phone.
Have you got the PNRShow Gmail like filtered somehow?
I don't know.
Is it like showing social stuff in another tab?
It's under social.
See?
I hate
Google's so fucking fancy. Excuse me, Alpha Geek.
God, just put the mail and I'll do what I want with it.
I know.
Don't
And
be my
inbox is just such a weird concept for them. They have to continually mess with it.
Yeah, so if you look under the social tab, there's a ton of comments.
There it is.
Can I delete all this stuff from Todd?
No.
I lied.
No, because in there are things like passwords that I need to look up occasionally.
Okay.
So don't do that.
Okay, I'll just sit here.
I lied. I don't have it.
Okay. We're back to where we started?
Yep.
Okay. So the question becomes the same one I asked before. What? Do we start without Gary and let him join us?
Sure.
Because we're pushing up against 9 o'clock.
Yeah,
and
let's do it.
if we run an hour, we're going to be in trouble after that.
Yeah, let's go. He can catch up.
He can catch up.
Okay. So then...
Yay, pre-show!
Pre-show awesomeness.
Oh.
It's going to get better, Alpha Geek, we promise. Very soon.
Yeah, wake up.
Keith, do you have the feedback you could do?
Jeremy does.
Yay! All right, so I'll
send Jeremy to get it. I threw the feedback over there and I said, "Fetch, Jeremy, fetch."
He's got a lot too. All right, so you said you have a lot, Jeremy?
There's 1, 2, 3. Hang on, I'm counting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 comments.
Holy smokes! Okay, so let's do this. Let's put the feedback as actually a topic of its own because we don't want to wait that long before we do the beer.
That was our plan.
Yep.
That's what a feedback show is.
Yep. That's why I'm altering the order so I don't mess up.
Oh, what fun is that?
Okay.
You and your prep.
Got it! Got it!
Okay, can I start the show now?
Start it.
It was about 2 minutes ago.
Start it, buddy.
Okay.
I love you.
I
Keith,
love you.
I love Keith. Keith's my brother.
Power to the people, my man.
That's right. I'm an adopted child of Sylvia and
Nerd lives matter.
and Mr. Cipher. He'll always be Mr. Cipher to me.
I'm available for adoption, especially if it comes with monetary support.
You got to move to Texas for that.
It's got to be a lot of monetary support.
I can work on that for you.
I can be bought.
Can you be rented?
Well, we'll have to work out a contract.
Can we lease you with an option to buy?
Rent to own? Sure. Okay. Hi, everyone. Welcome to PNRShow Season 3, Episode 26, The Waldos.
I'd rather have lager than rye. I'll take a strong stout over stride. I'd prefer to confer with a half pint of ale than live a long life till my private parts fail. For life without liquor is to no avail, so bring me lager for life. I'd rather have lager than rye. I'll take a
This is a Category 4 podcast. From the deep, dark, rarely used corners of the interwebs, it's the Pint of No Return show. Tonight, our all feedback extravaganza. Plus, Grandpa gets launched into fiery space. And holy nostalgia, Batman. But first, we dip our toes into the icky, icky, hoppy world of Lagunitas with a visit from Where's Waldo? And now, here are the hosts of the show, Keith, Jeremy, and Rob. Hello.
Hey, I think Rob just suggested that people evacuate our podcast.
Please. Thank you. It's a voluntary evacuation. It's been a voluntary evacuation for 3 seasons and 26 episodes.
Yeah. Stay at your own risk.
That's right. We've turned on the contraflow traffic so you can actually exit the studio, turn off your headphones, put the podcast away, and hello. So we are a trio this evening rather than a quartet.
We think we'll be filled out shortly.
Yes. Our storm watcher, our storm watcher, Gary, is checking out. I haven't done that
in less than 2 minutes.
Yeah, hold on. You've got to admit, I have not made
less than 2 minutes.
I have not made that mistake in a while.
Us Californians are all interchangeable.
You haven't made that mistake in a while, but we also haven't been on the air in a while.
No, I haven't made that mistake in several episodes.
Just yesterday.
But it's a special mistake when I make it when the other guy's not even here. Gary, Stormwatch, he is, even though he's in San Francisco, he's actually checking out Matthew for us. He's got to head out the window, and he's looking to see if he can see any bands of rain coming in off of the Atlantic. He may have to wait a little while.
I actually have a good friend who flew out for Florida this morning with his family.
Good times. Flew out for Florida?
For Florida, yeah. Flew out for Florida.
For why?
Landing in Sarasota. Well, for a vacation, of course.
Yeah.
Had been previously scheduled. And better than that, he's bringing his mother-in-law along, too.
So if she conveniently goes missing,
I suspect that might be the real motive, but I'm not really sure. But anyway, we hope you make it, Steve. See you Tuesday, maybe.
Steve, take it easy. Safe home. Now, Steve, if he's going to Sarasota, that's the other side of the state.
It's Gulf Coast. That's what he kept telling me. It's Gulf Coast. It'll be fine.
However,
it's going to be a rainy mess, but hey,
he still has a tropical storm warning on his horizon. Yeah. It's not as though the west side of Florida isn't getting any of this.
Exactly.
It's a monster storm, and if you haven't been following Hurricane Matthew, about to slam into Florida, It's going to do a loop-de-loop and may come in and hit Florida again, and then go into the Gulf, and then Texas may be dealing with it next week. So good times.
Yeah.
It's just a massive, massive storm. Whew. The only thing
Hi,
that
Gary.
can make
Hi.
it's Gary. Gary, how's the storm? Storm watch. You were out there, our on the scene correspondent.
I am.
What can you report about the storm?
I got a guy that works for me who's not going to be near the worst of it, and he's going to have 70+ mile-an-hour winds for 8 hours.
Nice.
Yeah. Speaking as I think the only
Fairly certain that's above the state speed limit.
Yeah.
Speaking as the only co-host on the show, I think that's been through a hurricane. Anybody else been through a hurricane?
No.
Yeah.
Nope.
It's good times. If you're anywhere near the Florida coast, get away from it. right.
I heard it's really bad.
It's pretty bad.
A different coworker was down there working remotely, kind of like doing like half vacation, half work. He took off, and he said the gas lines were like the 70s during the gas crisis.
Yeah, it's horrible. I'm on disaster recovery calls for work with the Jacksonville office and Lake Mary office, which is near Orlando, and I can tell you that they're pretty freaked, and they should be.
As they should be.
It's a nasty thing. So it's also freaky when the governor gets on and has a press conference and says, "Please leave, or you're going to die."
People will die. Yeah, that was a great headline.
If you stay,
yeah,
he said, if you stay, we will not come to rescue you. So there's that. But the only thing that can make the only thing that can make the hurricane blues go away is a good bottle of beer.
Oh, yes! I gotta go grab it. Sorry.
Yeah. So
did you forget while you were here? What the hell?
So the boys,
how do you come to the show without a beer?
Jeremy, Gary, and Keith are going to be drinking.
70-some episodes in, and he hasn't figured out why he's talking to us yet.
He was doing Stormwatch. Gary, Jeremy, and Keith are going to be
just
drinking.
giving up and combining them into one person.
Yeah, Jeremy and Jerry are going to be drinking Lagunitas Waldos Special Ale. It's a triple IPA. As if one IPA was not enough for you.
It's an 11.5%er.
Smells slightly flammable.
Somehow,
and like a ton of grapefruit. I mean, actually, as this storm goes through Florida here and spins all the grapefruit up, it might actually smell like this.
Somehow, I did not get this beer. I don't know why that is. I think Gary. I can almost swear. Hi, cat. Gary's putting a cat up to the screen. Thank you. I put a dog up about 10 minutes ago. Gary, was this a beer that you sent me?
This is a beer that I sent with Jeremy to send to you. Yeah.
That's what I thought. And
Waldo?
Yeah, I did not get it.
Might be a good thing.
So yeah. So Jeremy has 2 bottles there somewhere.
Oh well, that's
I wish I did, but I'm
all right. So IPA experts, Gary,
Smooth
Jeremy, and Keith.
Folks at home.
What makes it a triple IPA? Why a triple?
so much alcohol.
3 times the regular alcohol volume of a regular beer is the theory. Anyway, it's a little less than that, but
it's not 3.
Yeah, it's not 3, but that was the original theory when they came up in Belgium with the terms double and triple, was that the regular would be 4 or 5%, the double would be maybe 6% or 7%, and the triple would be your 10% or 12%. So we're in that range.
You're tapping in at 11.5%.
Yeah, we're in that 11 to 12 range. So it should be a good meaty.
But the other part to an IPA, which we don't often talk about on the show, are the IBUs, which are the bitterness units.
Mm-hmm.
And usually they're for an IPA they're pretty high. What, in the 70s, 80s, 90s sometimes.
Yeah.
The Waldo comes in at over 100. So
It has all the IBUs.
there's a chance that even if I did get this beer, I'd only have a half a sip.
That's highly likely.
So it's probably better that I don't have it. I am, while the guys are enjoying that, I'm going to be having a Samuel Adams chocolate bock.
Did you guys see my little friend?
Yes.
That's our latest edition.
That's
Rabbit?
not Leo. That's the new one.
That's the new one. Yeah.
What's the cat's name?
Squeaker?
Squeaker.
Leo,
He
Squeaker,
tries to meow, but it just comes out as squeak.
and
Oh, man.
Bun.
I need to drink this.
And a bunny.
All right,
We're up to
Gentlemen.
We're up to 3 cats.
are we ready?
3 cats and a bunny.
All right, put the pets down. And let's drink. Prost.
Sorry. I was distracted by kitten, so I didn't pour my beer yet.
Whoa. Whoa. There's a hop kick to that. Yeah. That gave me the shivery shakes.
I bet Rob can smell the hops from there. I know he can.
I can't. Sadly, I can't.
I am definitely thinking that if you went out to a Florida citrus farm
It
after
would be raining.
after Matthew goes through.
Chances are, if you went to a Florida citrus farm, it'd be raining right now.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Is after Matthews goes through, I'm thinking this is what would be in the air or possibly on the ground if you licked it.
This might be in the air. Someone's roof might be in the air. A cow.
After. I said after.
Yeah.
Or maybe between, since it's coming twice.
So, okay, let's hear the thoughts. Starting with, how about the host of the beer, Gary?
Well, I like triple IPAs. I like pretty much all of the IPAs. This is a very special ale, and I am very glad that I have it to share with you. I think this is fabulous. Triple IPAs are in a different world than other IPAs, and they try to achieve different things. And one of the things they try to achieve is smacking you across the face, hitting you over the head, and kicking the balls. And with the hops and bitterness. And this one does all of those things very well. So
At the same time, even.
At the same time, yeah.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be drinking fresh, so we are not drinking it very fresh because it came out a while ago. But it still has held up really well, probably thanks to the 11.5% alcohol. So it's very sticky, very dank, as they like to say. It fits right in there with all of the Lagunitas beers and all of the really good super hoppy beers. So this is an easy 10.
All right.
I've had it on tap, and it's even better. It's
Starting it
11
out
on
with a
tap.
bang. All right, how about the other California connection, Jeremy?
Yeah, I can't disagree with anything Gary said. It's so hoppy, grapefruit. The dank explains it well. If you go to the link that's in the show notes to the Waldos Special Ale page, there's a story about what inspired this, and they talk about it a little bit, about the 420 origin of 420 and their the tie to this beer. It's an awesome IPA, and it's interesting in that it has so much hoppiness, and the malt sweetness balances it perfectly. It's really an excellently balanced beer, and the alcohol is just under there. It's not too much. It's not a sharp alcohol taste. Really a fantastic beer. I love this one. It's like Gary said, an easy 10.
All right, Keith, you gonna round it out?
I have I've never had the Waldos. So this was a shocker coming to me. Even though I was warned that the IBUs were over 100, it still took me by surprise when I took a big first gulp. And like it says on the bottle for Lagunitas, life is uncertain. Don't sip it. So I did take a nice big swig, and it caught me off guard and gave me the shivers. And that's kind of an interesting experience. However, I'm not sure. There's something on the back end of this that I don't like. There's something in the finish I don't like. There's some hop or something that is keeping it from being a 10 for me. I do really like the malt sweetness that they got up there. They did nail the richness that I like to see in a triple. The bitterness on the front end and on the tip of the tongue and on the nose is all heavy citrus, and I love that. Combined with the rich malty middle, works really well for me. But there's something in this finish that I don't like, and I don't know if it's a hop or if it's some combination or something. But it's got almost a sour finish to me, and I'm not fond of that. So I'm going to knock it down to a 7 for me. But I do like it quite a bit. It's just not anywhere near some of the great triple IPAs I've had in the past.
I think that's a factor of the not being fresh and shipping.
And that could be, and I reserve the right to review again at a later date when I can be guaranteed the freshness.
I was going to say that it was a good thing that I didn't get this beer so that I wouldn't have to ruin your perfect rating. But see, Keith went and did that all by himself.
7's a definite beer I would reach for again. So there's no doubt about that. And if there's something off because of shipping, then this is a freaking fine beer because that's all I'm grading it down on.
You finish it?
So
what's that? What's that come out to? 8.6?
You want me to?
It's a 9.
A 9
rounds up to a 9. Yeah.
Wow, Keith.
There you go, Jordan.
Oh, give Keith about 10 minutes here.
Oh, and I even brought a backup beer, my friends.
Long show, Keith.
Well, delightful.
I'm not done yet.
You know what? I'm scanning through the show notes, and this is the highest alcohol beer we've done.
Wow.
I really am shocked by that because I want to say we've done more, but you know what? We may not have since we switched
maybe the old show.
Because I want to know.
Jeremy and I did some. I was going to say, Jeremy and I did some BYOBs where we were north of 11. So I did one that was 11.5. That's the same as this. 0.3. Oh, you know what we did? Oh, no, that's right. So yeah, that's it.
The Apocalypses, aren't they up there in the 11.5 range?
Only the triple. Did we do that one on the show?
I thought we did. I think I have the bottle
you're right.
back here.
Sorry, I missed that one. That was 12.5. That's the highest we've done. So,
Thank you.
Yeah.
All right, that's better.
Well, this will be good because in about 20 minutes or so, folks, the other three are going to be feeling no pain. Keep drinking, guys. Keep drinking. All right.
Give some
so,
that's probably not recommended.
Just a quick aside: the Samuel Adams Chocolate Bock is very, very tasty, very, very chocolatey.
What would you rate it?
I would give it an 8. It's really good.
Okay, you guys are going to love this. I threw the bottle cap on the floor.
Oh, I thought he was laughing at my rating.
And the kitten is trying to bury it because he thinks it's pooey.
This smells like poo, Dad. Let me take care of this for you.
I think I just fell in love with your cat. So yeah, I would give the Chocolate Bock a solid 8.
Nope.
Huh. Last time we had the Chocolate Bock, you gave it a 5.
Yep.
I did.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Really?
Back in January. I wonder if this is a different batch. Yeah.
Maybe so, because it really.
No, I actually guarantee you it's the same batch because I'm sure it came out of the same box. He just pulled it out of the back of the fridge.
Well, it tastes good.
Chocolate Bock is seasonal, and it is not out yet.
It tastes good tonight. It tastes really good.
So that's a 10-month-old Chocolate Bock right there.
Yeah, it needed age. It needed aging. It's really good. All right.
Hilarious.
Hey, folks, we have not done any feedback on our show for a long time. So over the course of that time, the feedback has piled up. So in our topic segment tonight, we're going to hit some of that feedback. It's a time for a little thing we like to call Pint Taken.
Nope. Oh, I was supposed to do music?
Turn up.
Okay. Let's delve into our mailbag and see what comes up. Jeremy, what do we got in feedback?
PNRShow Season 3, Episode 17, when we did Stone and Joy By. Aaron says, I like Nethermind, but I'm a big Nirvana fan. Never mind, I guess it's supposed to say. Or can I read? Maybe I can't read. Man. I guess did we talk about Nirvana on Episode 17?
Does anybody remember Episode 17?
No.
Sure, I'll say yes.
Yeah. It was a great one. Let me just pull up the show notes.
Oh, yeah. If you look on the chat, I'll tell you what the comment, what
We
episode
talked about
comment's gonna be
Brexit.
on.
Brexit. I remember Brexit.
Yeah, Brexit, and we talked about
Is that still happening?
commercializing the moon mission,
It's happened.
supposedly. Typeset in the future. I talked about peanut butter substitute.
Oh,
We
yeah.
talked
I
about.
still have that peanut butter substitute.
Did
that
you try
I bought
it?
on your recommendation? Yeah, it's okay.
It's not bad for what it is.
Yeah, it's not bad. I like it as an additive to other things
Yes,
more than a peanut butter.
exactly. Yes.
You know, it's a kind of a cool thing to like mix into something, but
Yes. So I don't know what you're talking about, Aaron. Nirvana. Maybe this is what we get for not talking about feedback the weekend.
Next
Because
up,
that was June 30th. So
that was a long time ago.
3 months ago.
Yeah, I'm not going to remember that. Next up on episode 18. This is when we were drinking the Sam Adams. I think it was a Sam Adams. No, this was the Beer Camp box series.
oh yeah,
This is when we drank the Moximoron, which I think
that was good.
that was the fake session IPA, was it?
Episode 18?
Yeah.
Episode 18.
Oxymoron. Yep.
Yeah, that was good stuff. Aaron says the PNR show is like a marriage. You pay for it, just not in cash money.
I'm pretty sure that's not positive feedback.
But he followed up with, to be clear, I gladly pay in both respects.
Oh, thank you, Hydrohead. You're
Well,
the best.
Too late. You know what you did.
I because we don't do these timely, we have no reference for this, but it's a pretty awesome comment, no matter even out of context.
Yeah. That was also the episode where I recommended Jeremy's new favorite game, Codenames.
That is a good game.
Yeah.
Episode
what's next?
19, we were drinking
19.
Family Values, which I don't remember at all. I'm going to look at that real quick. Family Values, we said... I can't even find Family Values. Oh, that was the Imperial Brown. That was good.
Yeah, that was good. I still got one of those left.
That was a good beer.
Mm-hmm.
Aaron said, I'm noticing a difficulty in avoiding 3D at the theater. It does seem to be limited to only movies that are big and seems to be mostly done in post as opposed to being cut off.
Yeah, we had a topic. That episode about the rest in peace for 3D, both printing, and then we kind of branched off into movies, and why we don't really go to 3D movies anymore.
And I think
Nobody goes to 3D movies.
did we talk? Did one of us pick Untapped as an app, or did we just talk about it briefly?
Jeremy picked Pixie's single Chagalaga. Gary picked one of my current favorite apps, Tracky Train. Keith, as usual, did not put his down, so I don't know what he picked.
He picked.
You're supposed to
He
fill
picked
that in.
Perchang.
Okay.
Oh yeah, that was it.
And my pick that week was Stranger Things.
And those picks are on the spreadsheet too, Rob.
Yes, indeed.
And Aaron said he liked Untapped because it's an app instead of a web page. So that's cool.
Yes.
And if you'd like to follow, I believe all of us are on Untapped, aren't we? If anybody wants to follow us.
Yeah, we're there. I
Yep.
only have like 3 or 4 ratings on there, but
Yeah, the other 3 of us use it regularly though, so yeah, definitely go follow us, Aaron, if you're using it, and anyone else.
Yep.
Yeah.
And Aaron
Always
said
great.
that Aaron also said he would consume a Hitchhiker's podcast with Wolfman K. So there you go.
Oh,
Callan,
I think
really?
the gauntlet has been thrown down.
that was the episode.
I hadn't even.
That was the episode where I mentioned I might want to do a Battlestar Galactica and podcast, which I'm still getting ready to do.
Sure.
Aaron is a BSG hater. He hates the new Battlestar Galactica, so I'm assuming that's why he suggested we do a Hitchhiker's Guide.
I used to like Aaron.
Hitchhiker's Guide. That's an interesting idea, Aaron. I hadn't even considered it. I do love and absolutely adore those books. I like a lot the radio series that came with it. The movies have been less intriguing, but the last one actually wasn't too bad.
It wasn't bad, considering how much they squeezed into 2 hours.
Yeah, I really would love to see someone who does these epic productions really tackle Hitchhiker's Guide and make it like a 3-parter.
Well, now, I mean, these days...
That would be cool.
These days, the things to do on Amazon and on Netflix are these limited run series. If you do like a 10-episode series, you could easily do Hitchhiker's Guide in like 10 episodes.
That's all too fancy. You know what I think we need to do? Is a podcast where we take a half hour to an hour and read Hitchhiker's Guide in its entirety.
Oh.
As the characters. Everybody voices a character.
We'll play a part.
After we drink beer?
After we drink beer. As we're drinking beer.
Yeah, while drinking beer, definitely.
Okay, we could do that.
I don't know what sort of licensing problem there might be with that, but that would be a hell of a lot of fun.
There's no licensing problem. We don't make any money off this show.
Yeah, that's true.
It's educational use.
Yeah. It's possible that book's going to drop into public domain soon anyway, so who knows?
That's true.
That would be fun.
Well, we can do the Wizard of Oz's prep.
It's less intriguing to me.
Yeah.
I'm still going to do that BSG podcast, Aaron. You just wait, and you're going to love it.
I'll listen to it. Episode 20. Look at Aaron commented again. Aaron's awesome. Aaron is asking, Rob, what did you think of season 2 of Wayward Pines?
Season 2, good question, because Wayward Pines was actually my pick for that week. We since have started season 2, and not as good. What made the first season of Wayward Pines really interesting is the mystery behind what the town actually was. With all of those shows, usually the build-up is one of the more exciting things, and sometimes the payoffs aren't always as epic as you'd like them to be. Some of the payoffs in Lost weren't as great as what you built up in your mind. Wayward Pines was that way too. The second season was basically everything was revealed. You knew everything about that town, and it just became a dystopian episodic drama, which was kind of boring, really. So I'll go back and finish it. It's got some really good stars on it, so I'll go back and finish it. Just wasn't really psyched about it.
Oh, that was weird. I was looking at the little, the thumbnails down on the bottom, and I was just kind of looking at. I happened to be looking at Gary as I drank that beer, and Gary was drinking the beer at the same time, and I thought, "Whoa, that doesn't look like me," but it wasn't me.
So wait.
Wow. So it's begun, guys. Folks,
but now Jeremy is actually confusing himself with Gary.
Folks, it's begun. The 11th.
You're off the hook now.
Yeah. Guys, I just want the listeners to know that in about 10 minutes, I'm going to be hosting this by myself.
That's some beer goggles right there. Gary, you're looking good.
Yay.
All right. There you go. Okay.
One more comment we have from...
Gary's probably hasn't eaten yet because he usually eats after the show.
Yeah, both of us.
Perfect.
Episode 24, we drank a Goza. Which Goza was that? Anyone remember?
It had to be
Ready, Set, Goza.
Ready, Set, Goza. That was a good beer, too. Aaron says, okay, we get it. Your cycles have clearly synchronized. And I can only assume he's referring to Rob and Keith.
There was a lot on that show. That was
synchronized cycles.
That was our all picks show. And there were some times where we were kind of finishing each other's thoughts.
Yeah.
One of my picks was Robo Rally, and Keith was like, "Oh my God, I can't believe I've forgotten that game. I've got to get that game and play with the kids."
Yeah, I love Robo Rally.
And then we finished up with the movies of Gene Wilder, which we did a lot of reminiscing and have some of this very much the same memories. So So yeah, Keith and I share a brain. Not even a brain, really, like half of a brain.
Share half a brain.
The guys between you have half a brain.
Yeah, I think that's about right.
That's all we can afford.
So right now,
thank you
Rob
for
is
the
actually
feedback.
getting drunk because I'm still perfectly fine.
He's not.
Clearly.
Yeah, Aaron, thank you very much for the feedback. Jeremy, thanks for collecting it. We thank you for our one really active fan. I would like to let Aaron's my friend from he was in Houston and now he's moved up to Washington. He's a geologist, and he would be fun to have on the show. He's been in our Google Plus room a lot, and the guys have found Slacker,
Slack
yeah.
channel.
The Slack channel, excuse me. And he is quite the home brewer, and it would be fun to have him on for an episode to talk about home brewing.
Yeah, I've mentioned that before, and he said absolutely not.
He won't be on the show?
No, he said that that he would prefer that being on the show is something he doesn't have any desire to do.
He wants to stay behind the scenes.
He probably has a reputation or something.
Yeah, he doesn't want to be sullied by our presence.
I can have, you know what? I can have his wife Michelle on to speak on his behalf.
Oh, well, that would be fine.
Yes.
Women's on the show is always
She would do it.
encouraged.
She would do it.
Because I don't think we really have any women listeners.
We really want to start hitting that.
Even our wives have all stopped listening to our show.
Oh, my wife never listened.
Right.
They
Mine
still
used to.
listen to us anyways.
Yeah.
We really need to hit that estrogen demographic.
We do. I think that's the thing we're missing from making the big time.
Maybe if we get Matthew McConaughey on the show, they'll get some.
All right.
I mean, come on. I mean, Rob and I both took our shirts off for one episode, and that didn't attract it. So there's that.
That's why we don't have any women watching the show.
Let's get ready to rumble!
So, do you out there struggle with how to remember or kind of how to send off your loved ones to the great beyond? I mean, there's burial, there's cremation. What other ways are there?
Leave you out in the desert and let the buzzards pick you to death.
This is not something I've thought about a lot.
Yeah. So NBC News had a great report on how there's a new way, perhaps, to send off your loved ones into the great beyond, into the heavens. And this is one that was it Gary? Did you find this one?
Yeah, I did.
So tell us about it. What is it?
So basically, there's a few companies out there that will allow you to pack your earthly remains onto a rocket, various different kinds of things, take them up to space and let them re-enter the Earth so you can be, I guess, go into the great beyond as a fireball entering Earth's atmosphere.
That's sort of the ultimate way of spreading your ashes, I guess.
Everywhere.
Yeah, that's what I want to do. I used to want to, I literally, like, take me out to the desert and let me wander till I die was the way I wanted to go when the dementia finally set in. But this is much better. I want to be like, I want to burn up coming into the atmosphere. That's what I want.
So let's talk about these packages and let's see if there's any that kind of catch anybody's eye. So a company called Earthrise will take your cremated remains and transport them suborbitally for a cost of $1,300, and they will be returned to Earth, as it were, which is kind of what Gary was talking about. Then you have Earth Orbit, where your remains travel around the Earth, so orbitally, and then are released into space, and that goes for $5,000. Or there is also a DNA service for those who don't choose cremation, and they will take your DNA sample and bond it to a silica-type agent to create a fillable capsule that can be transported into space. So literally you can transport your DNA into space for some alien race to clone it in the future.
Okay. So if you could do this and then aim it at a specific planet, so that in theory you could send your DNA to be the starting point, the evolutionary genesis
That's right.
of new life somewhere else in the world
Like
Start
Spock.
a new life.
or in the universe, that would be awesome.
Very cool.
But just letting it randomly float through space, that's pointless.
And the final one, which is the sort of the title with what Gary brought us, Elysium Space, a 3-year-old company, offers a shooting star memorial for $1,200, which involves launching the remains into space and seeing it turn into a fireball when it re-enters the Earth's atmosphere while it flies through space. Tell me we don't live in a modern world.
So-
Family and friends can track its location and watch the flight from the capsule's point of view via a mobile app.
This is
That's what I want.
awesome. So
That's what I want.
The average cost of a funeral basic service in the U.S. is $1,595.
That's bare
Right.
bones.
Yeah, that's
that is
No pun intended.
that is very bare bones.
So for $400 less, you could burn up in the atmosphere. That's awesome.
That's what I want. That's how I'm
Yeah,
going.
I mean, to be honest, that was the first thing I thought of when you started reading these options off, Rob. Is boy, these sound cheap,
Yeah.
because it is nothing to spend like $5,000 on a casket.
Well,
I mean, $10,000 for average funeral services. They sell insurance policies that will just pay that out.
yeah.
If you have
So
an
that's
actual,
not that uncommon.
So
if you have an actual burial plot in the San Francisco Bay Area, like a parcel of dirt,
Yeah.
the 6 foot by 3 foot parcel of dirt, you could sell that thing and put your kids through college. So this is like very economic.
but if you have a little more money, they do have better plans. Celestis is going to offer a Luna option next year, which will include their craft orbiting the moon and landing on the surface. So their remains can land on the moon and stay in perpetuity for $12,500. Or the Voyager service.
That's empty.
A Voyager service which takes the voyage to beyond the Earth-Moon orbit into deep space. And the last one, Elysium, is going to have a lunar memorial service for $99.50 and delivers a small portion of the deceased remains to the surface of the moon.
Okay,
So-
first of all, hang on a second.
Can I pick-
We picked the wrong beer to have with the topic, because in that same box is Elysium beer. We should
know.
have
should have,
paired this a little better.
Yeah.
We don't do a lot of planning.
So what's the gentleman's name? Chafer. What's his first name? Charles Chafer, CEO of Celestis, says that the service that you pay for is going to include a 3-day event where they invite families to the launch.
That's awesome.
I can only imagine, and I'm sure I've probably seen this at some point, watching old sci-fi movies from the 60s and 70s where they have this 2001 very kind of very polished white impression of what the future is going to look like, and them actually going to a funeral launch for one of their loved ones because the Earth is too full of people already, and it's just a thing that they did, and now this is actual reality.
It's awesome.
Oh man, I need to call my grandma.
I will say it's kind of morbid, but I will say that watching Grandpa re-enter the atmosphere in a fireball via a mobile app is kind of cool.
I like Keith's idea. If I can put my DNA into something and send it toward a planet that that like Proxima B has a planet now, that sounds awesome.
I don't know if I would want to do that.
Andromeda Galaxy, or Andromeda 3 or something.
Sure.
And who knows? A billion years, there may be an entire planet of life based on my DNA.
I wouldn't do that to any planet.
That's actually horrifying. That's horrifying.
For only $12,000.
Didn't they make a movie about that? Planet of the Apes?
Or do you pick a part of the person to leave on the moon? Can you choose which?
I'm assuming it's
Part
free
of the
for me.
But I'm wondering this. So this is cheap, like $1,100, right? $1,200 to make a shooting star out of somebody. Do you have to?
That's
Do you
worth
get
it.
cremated first, and the ashes get
Yes.
burned up, or do you just dump a body? Can you just
No,
dump a
no,
body
it's
off of
got to
them?
be a
or-
body. You know, and you know
Dump the
what
body.
would be better? What would be better is if you were alive, and your last moments of consciousness were of flying back into the earth.
Space
solo.
hospice.
Yes,
This
Space
is awesome.
hospice.
that's what I'm
That's
saying.
totally.
That
So
is what we
California
should do.
just passed that law, like the
The assisted suicide.
whatever.
Yeah.
Euthanasia law.
Yep.
If I get to that point where there's no hope, burn me
Yeah.
up while I'm alive.
Absolutely.
Oh,
I would
man.
love
That's-
to rock that. And then a flight back to Earth where I burn up. Give me
I
the
would
drugs
totally
and
do that.
drop me out the capsule. I am ready. Absolutely.
Yeah. Sign me up.
Yeah.
Wow.
Hell yeah. What a way to go out. What a vision. What a view of the planet you'd have.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Assuming that they have a little view for you to see. It could just be all black until it's all red and then you're gone.
Well, you're gonna at least see the planet as you leave the capsule.
Yeah,
I would
you'd
think.
get to see the curvature of the Earth from suborbital whatevers, and then burn up. Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Crazy, crazy world we live in.
Well, it would be the orbit. You do it on the orbital one, where you go up, you get to go around the Earth once, and then they release you. After of course, you're dosed with
That's
4,000
ultimate
milligrams of
roller
morphine.
coaster.
It would be.
You're
Yeah.
dosed with. You get a keg of Waldos Ale as you're going around.
Yeah. I mean, well, that or morphine. You're gonna need something.
Oh,
They're
space
built-
hospice
they're
sponsored by
built for
Lagunitas. All right, this is good.
Yeah, I mean,
this might be the
I
thing
would- it would-
that finances
wouldn't that
our
be-
podcast.
Wouldn't that be the ultimate selfie though? As you're leaving the capsule.
Oh yeah.
Come on.
right?
Post that one to Instagram and then drop the mic. You're out.
Crazy. All right, so moving on. Who amongst the four of us, how many of us are Batman fans?
No one.
I like the real Batman.
I like Batman.
I like
the old comic.
Keaton Batman.
I'm just saying Batman. Just Batman.
Yes.
I've liked Batman before. Yes.
Yeah.
I like the cartoons too. Yes.
So,
So I guess
yeah,
I'm a Batman
absolutely. All right. So
I like the old school '60s Batman. It's still my favorite.
fan. Shark
Okay.
Spray.
I'm glad you said that, Gary, because we have many incarnations of Batman, not just in the comics, but of course we have the Michael Keaton, the Val Kilmer, the George Clooney. Then we had Christian Bale. Then now we have Ben Affleck. We've had countless animated versions of Batman, and we had the 1960s Adam West Batman, which is one of my favorites. Well, guys, I have news for you. A new Batman animated film is coming out. It's coming out on Blu-ray on November 1st. And it's called Batman: Return of the Caped Crusaders. And the reason why this is not just some ordinary Batman animated film release is that the voice of Batman is going to be played by Adam West. Robin is going to be voiced by 60s Robin Burt Ward. And Julie Newmar, who was the 60s Catwoman, will be voicing Catwoman. And it's going to be done very much in the old Batman 60s kind of tongue-in-cheek style.
Sounds awesome.
Yeah, that sounds really good. I'm very excited about this.
Batman.
We're used to in 2016 a very dark Batman, a very troubled, angry, semi-homicidal maniac Batman, especially in Batman versus Superman. I mean, Batman.
All right.
I didn't actually play this.
Where's City Man in the soundboard?
Thank you.
I don't remember pressing that button.
The Ben Affleck in Batman versus Superman was a killer. She was shooting off automatic weapons in Batman versus Superman, which is kind of the darkest one we've seen yet. So it would be nice to return to the lighter side of Batman in Batman: Return of the Caped Crusaders. The reason I brought it up is that the Shat, William Shatner, is also going to lend his voice to Return of the Caped Crusaders for the sequel, where he will play Two-Face, which I think is very cool. I think this is going to be a really cool, nostalgic thing for all of us old Batman fans. And I know Gary, since he said that's his favorite Batman, will be right on board with this too.
I think he'll make a great Two-Face.
Yeah, actually, he will, because William Shatner has done so many different things that he could totally pull off Two-Face.
Sure.
He could pull off Two-Face in live action at this point.
Some people have called
Two-Face,
it
you know, Two-Face was a sophisticated, educated person.
Oh yeah.
right?
He's
Well,
supposed
he
to
was
be-
the district attorney.
Yeah.
I think
He's supposed
Shatner
to
will
be
voice that really well.
He's supposed to be Bruce Wayne's basically intellectual equal and best friend, really. So yeah.
Is this a theatrical release, or is this a?
It's gonna be released for one day, on select screens on October the 10th. So this Monday.
And then after that, what's going
And
to
then
happen?
it'll be released on Blu-ray on November 1st.
Oh, I thought they were going to burn it up in the atmosphere.
But I think that's gonna be awesome. I cannot wait to see this.
Yeah, this sounds good.
I do
excited.
like the dark. I like the dark Batman too. I really do. But to have the lightness come back would be kind of cool. And I know Keith is more of a fan of the pulpy comic book versions of these heroes than the dark ones.
Well, you got to remember even the original Batman comics were always very dark. But I think the best interpretation of it of all time was really that first Michael Keaton Batman. I think that captured
so drunk.
the fun of the yes, I am, but that doesn't matter. The fun of the comics and the darkness of the whole thing have just really worked together, and it had Prince in it, which he's a musical genius. So
Okay, that was
there you go.
Yeah, I mean, I think Christian Bale is probably my favorite of the dark Batmans, and Adam West was my favorite of the more campy. But
it's hard not to like Adam West having grown up with that.
Absolutely not, yeah. And he loves being remembered for Batman. I mean, part of the reason is his career never really became anything other than being Batman.
Pretty much
But it's
died
really
at that point.
it's cool to see someone in the genre kind of embrace what he is to a lot of people. So that'll be fun. All right. We got about 10 minutes left to do your pick segments. It's time for Half Pints. Keith's getting ready on the music. Bam.
Oh, it didn't go. Come on. There we go.
Watch them stand in the darkness, afraid to step into the light. Some people need to help somebody.
I'm running.
Baywatch is classic, man.
I have never seen in the fullness of one full episode of Baywatch.
Oh, it's awesome.
I've seen plenty of clips on YouTube.
You know
It's
what?
awesome.
I have never seen an episode of that either.
Yeah, no.
Really?
Well, Jeremy, that does not.
Okay, wait a
know,
second. The next time we have a light news week, we're going to review the pilot of Baywatch.
Oh no!
Come on!
No.
How awesome would that be?
Oh my God! Jeremy, rescue us. What's your pick for the week?
My pick for the week is called Beat. It is, yeah. That was awesome.
Thank you.
It's a music player for iOS. The latest version of music on iOS is just awful. You can't disable the display
it's so
of
bad.
purchased
I
music.
think one of the number one complaints about the iOS is iOS music.
It's
Yeah,
just
iOS
it's awful. They made the interface look really nice. The interface itself is beautiful, but the performance and the usability is just awful.
Yeah,
So I was looking
it's-
for something that just plays the music I have on my phone. That's all I wanted to do. Beat is the closest I've found. It's not perfect. It's got some bugs. It's not great about picking up where it left off when you pause or when you get a phone call. But all it does is show your music and let you play it. So if you'd like something like that, check out Beat, and it's free. Can't beat that. Ha! See what I did?
Oh yeah.
God, that was terrible. That was a dad
But it-
joke from a guy who's not a dad.
But if you drink an 11% beer, it's pretty awesome.
I did drink that beer. It's not that good.
All
The beer is great. The joke still not that great.
You guys, I told you.
Love you too, Keith.
They're gone. The three of them are gone. Gary's pulling a Keith this week and has not put his pick down. Gary, it's all super secret. What do you got?
I am gonna pick. I'm looking it up right now. I gotta find the link for you.
Oh, mine is painfully obvious, and you don't even have a link.
No, I just had to. I forgot what it
Step
was.
off, brother.
Okay, I'm putting it in the chat right now.
Yeah, that's right.
Gary
Said
Keith
Keith
picks-
step off.
Gary
We're
picks
not-
Google.com.
It's no
You can
surprise.
find anything.
Let me give you a hint for Keith. Keith begins with an H and ends with a Hearthstone.
It does not. Someday you'll read the chat, Rob. Someday.
I picked the
Oh,
internet.
wow. That's a cool pick. I want to play
I
with that.
am picking the Hilti TE1000 AVR jackhammer. It is.
What?
I'm shit you
Picked
not.
a freaking jackhammer.
A
You're so
jackhammer.
Go home, Gary. You're drunk.
This show is so amazing. You get
Man,
recommendations for music, apps,
You are so
and now really, really expensive and high-end power tools.
Gary,
I did not
Gary just
buy
won the
this power.
podcast.
I did not buy the power tool. I rented the power tool, but this is what I rented a couple weeks ago because in California it doesn't rain for most of the year, and the ground outside was really hard.
So you just needed
So-
to till the soil.
So yeah, I needed a rototiller, but rototiller wouldn't work. So
After you break your rototiller on California soil, you get a Hilti.
So I rented this jackhammer from a local rental place, and I broke up a bunch of pretty much brick texture of dirt that was so hard, and it was super fast and super easy, and it doesn't weigh very much, and it uses regular 120 volt electricity, and it was awesome. I felt like such a manly man while I was using my jackhammer. It was great. It was great.
You could probably get a testosterone shot for about the same price as your rental there.
Now, the rental was only
Jackhammers
like
are
$75.
so much
So
fun.
it was great.
I got to play with one once when I lived in Southern California. I had a friend who was a contractor, and he loaned me one to break up some concrete, and they are so much fun.
It's so great. Yeah.
It's not a chainsaw, but it's close.
If you're a man and you need some just man therapy because of all the shit that's going on in your life, this is a great thing. Go down to your local rental store that rents equipment, rent a jackhammer, and just bust some shit up. It's awesome. It's great.
Wow. You know what, Gary? I think Gary, you should drink a triple IPA every episode. I think.
Oh my God!
I should
Yeah.
drink one every day.
That's right.
Why don't we drink them every day?
Please do, guys. All right, Keith, what's your pick for the week?
Okay, my pick, as Gary was quick to point out in the back channel chat we have, is painfully obvious and lame. But I am picking this week. I am picking Amazon Prime, and the reason is in the last 2 weeks they've added a bunch of new benefits that I think are worth going over.
Gary, what are you doing to that kitten?
Gary, put the kitten down. Put the
Gary,
kitten
Gary, put
down.
the kid down and stop trying to interrupt my pick. All right.
Sorry.
So I just want to list off. I'm going to list off. I got a website here that I'm just going to list off the Amazon Prime benefits. Some of them are obvious, but some of them I bet you don't know about, and they're all included in your what's now a $100 a year Amazon Prime subscription. So first off, of course, is free 2-day shipping on almost everything in Amazon. Not everything, but pretty damn close. Free same-day shipping in eligible zip codes.
Wow.
Yeah, so that's happening, and I think that's happening in San Francisco. So you guys, or at least Jeremy, ought to figure that out and see what you can get. Prime Now is included.
I've used Prime Now.
Prime Now is get free 2-day delivery or scheduled delivery over 10,000 items from groceries to electronics and more. Plus get free
Keith, let
delivery from your local favorite stores. Available in
Keith, let
eligible
me
zip codes only.
Let me just correct you there because you said 1 or 2 day delivery. It's actually 1 or 2 hour delivery.
Yeah, you're right. I did say 2 day. Get free 2-hour delivery from Prime Now, and that's
And I have
available
used
where you are, Rob.
Yes, well, downtown Houston. So I ordered something while I was at work, and it was delivered to me at work.
Wow, that's awesome.
Pretty cool.
I wish that
It was
was
pretty
here
cool.
in Rochester.
Yeah.
Restaurant delivery. You get free 1-hour delivery from popular restaurants with Prime Now. Available in eligible zip codes only. Available.
Yeah.
For more information, go to Prime Now. So, Rob, yeah, you could have your entire lunch from a 5-star restaurant delivered to your Houston office.
I could.
That would be awesome.
Yep.
Prime Video, I think we all know about, but unlimited streaming of movies and TV episodes for paid or free trial members in U.S. and Puerto Rico. Prime Video is pretty awesome and getting more awesome all the time as they're filling in gaps that Netflix no longer wants to handle as they go a lot heavy onto their own stuff.
They will deliver wine, beer, and spirits to my office.
Yes.
Sweet.
Yes, they will.
Prime
I'm never gonna
Photos.
work
I think
again.
those.
Photos is something that I know Gary's
Okay.
a big fan of, but secure unlimited photo storage for Amazon Cloud Drive. And that includes huge raw files, people. So if you're a photographer, Prime Photos pretty much makes up the entire payment of Amazon Prime. The rest of the stuff is gravy.
Mm-hmm.
We use
Prime
Photos all the time.
Pantry. It's really
I'll
good. We use it a little bit here. I got to use it more, and especially as this whole Yahoo and Yahoo owns Flickr thing is going through right now. I think I'm done with Flickr. That might be the end of it. I might be doing Prime Photos and sharing them out that way.
The
But
Photos thing is nice because of your phone. You just have the app on your phone, and it just uploads everything you take from your phone. So we have all of our phones all logged into the same Prime account. So every photo that anybody in our family takes just gets backed up to Amazon Prime.
Yeah. Prime Pantry. Access to Prime Pantry where members can purchase and ship to addresses in the contiguous U.S. states low-priced grocery, household, and pet care items for a flat delivery fee of $5.99 for each Prime Pantry box. So basically you can fill up a box and you get it shipped for $6. Come on.
May I just also say that with the Prime shipping, usually everyone selects the free 2-day shipping for Prime. But if you instead click the standard delivery, which is still free, you still get it for free, they will give you credits to use in the Prime Pantry.
So there you go.
If you're willing to wait for stuff, they'll give you money added to your Prime Pantry account, which you can then use for their items.
So there you go. So Rob, you use Prime Pantry?
I have not used it yet. I've got stuff kind of accumulating in it.
Okay.
But I will be.
Okay, that's interesting. Let me know how that goes.
Yeah.
Amazon Elements is included with Prime. Access to Amazon Elements products, Amazon's own line of everyday essentials. So if getting your Scotty's toilet paper isn't enough from Amazon, now you can get your Amazon branded toilet paper from them through Amazon Elements.
Mm-hmm.
Amazon Dash for Prime. That's the little button where you stick it next to your toilet paper, and when you're starting to run out, you just press the button and it shows up. That's included for free with your Prime access. Prime Early Access included for free. Get 30-minute early access to their lightning deals on Amazon.com and new events on MyHabit.com. This is incredibly useful at Christmas time. Starting very soon around Thanksgiving, Amazon will be doing the lightning deals.
Their lightning deals, yep.
Yeah, and you get, if you're a Prime member, you get it 30 minutes earlier than everyone else. So that stuff is ridiculously cheap, makes great Christmas gifts, and then you ship it with your Amazon Prime free 2-day shipping. And
it's not just
Bob's your
like
uncle.
it's not just like 10, 15% discount. Sometimes they're huge,
No,
like
it's
40,
50,
50%.
70, 60, 80%.
Yeah.
It's huge.
And so if you're a Prime member, they will send you emails in which they tell you exactly what is going to be offered in their lightning deals. So you don't have to go hunt for it.
Yep. Let's see, where was I? Prime Early Access. Kindle Owner's Lending Library. You can lend books. Oh, and you can use Amazon's library for free reading material with your Prime account. So why not just take advantage of that if you have a Kindle or a Kindle app?
Mm-hmm.
Prime Reading. You can borrow books and magazines from the Prime Reading Library. Oh, I think that's what I just said. Lending libraries, you get to lend it to other people. Prime Reading, this is the one where Amazon's library you can use for free with your paid Prime.
And did you also say Kindle First?
That's the next one, Rob. You're getting ahead. But yes,
All right.
Kindle First, early access for members in the U.S. to download a new book for free. every month from the Kindle First Picks. Now, these are books that have yet to be released. You're getting them a month early, and you're getting a free download. The whole book, downloaded for free. Keep it forever.
Right.
One book a month. That's amazing. I just found out about that this week when I was rediscovering my Kindle Prime account. And this is why I rediscovered it here. There was 2 things on here that did that for me, and this is the next one. Is it Audible channels for Prime? Get access to Audible channels, a $60 a year value for free. Audible channels includes unlimited listening to original audio series and playlists handcrafted for every interest. You will receive access to Prime exclusive audiobooks, a collection of streaming audiobooks including bestsellers, family favorites, celebrity narrated classics, and more. Just download the free Audible app and sign in with your Amazon account. You do not need to sign up for Audible.com and their subscription. Just download the Audible app, sign in with your Amazon account, and you have access to 50 rotating free books.
How many?
Plus 50 that are constantly changing. But you've got about 50 of them that are pretty good selections from what I looked at, audiobooks and their original series and a bunch of Amazon produced audio content, which I didn't even know they were doing their own audio content, but they are, as well as really popular podcasts and stuff, all linked right into the Audible channels. Now, I'm an Audible member, and I get 1 book a month anyway, but this was really cool to realize this was free and included with just your Prime account. So this is something that my wife can take advantage of, and she's not an Audible member unless I share her account. So this is huge.
I did not know about that. That's very cool.
Well, that's brand new, and that's why I kind of re-examined Prime. The other thing I did to re-examine Prime, I'm a Twitch member. I watch Hearthstone tournaments and such on Twitch. So I've used Twitch, but Twitch is owned by Amazon, and now there's a chance to link your Twitch account to your Prime account, and you instantly get no ads on Twitch when you're watching Twitch shows, whether it be video game streaming or the new Twitch creative contact, which is really interesting. You get people doing all kinds of different art stuff. And that's all ad-free. Plus, they give you a channel subscription every month that is worth about $5 to any of the people on Twitch. So you can basically pick someone to support on Twitch and give them a subscription once a month for $5. So that's kind of cool. You get a chance to support some people that are producing content on the internet. Video add-on subscriptions. Members can purchase video add-on subscriptions to premium content providers. Video add-on subscriptions are anything from Showtime. Do you want Showtime without cable? Oh, if you have an Amazon Prime account, it's like $6 a month. There you go. You have Showtime. There's a bunch of other ones. There's like Acorn TV, which is a lot of British stuff. There's a whole bunch of other stuff in there too that ranges anywhere from about $2 a month to about $8 a month. You can add that on to your
cool.
Yeah, you can add that on to your Amazon Prime subscription, and it's basically like getting pay channels without cable. So that's really cool. Deals, discounts.
Do they have any jackhammers?
In Prime, yes, and I think you can have them shipped for 2 days free. You get deals and discounts compliments of Amazon Family. These include 20% off diapers. Hello, I did not know about this when I had a kid in diapers. I wish I did because I had Amazon Prime then. 20% off diapers through Subscribe and Save. 15% off other eligible products.
Hey,
registry.
Hey, Drunk Keith.
Yeah.
It's 8:59.
We're almost done.
Yeah,
I'm on the last one.
I'd love to do my pick, but that's okay.
That's okay. We'll get there. Membership sharing. 2 adults living in the same home can share your Amazon account.
Yeah.
So there you go. That is all your Amazon benefits. That is for your one subscription that everybody thinks just gets some free 2-day shipping. Hello. Amazon Prime is the best deal on the internet.
Which, by the way, it's more than worth it just for the shipping.
Oh yeah, it pays for itself.
It pays for itself and just the shipping. Absolutely.
Shipping. Everything else is
the Prime music is freaking awesome. I love the Prime.
I didn't even say that, did I? That wasn't on the list.
Over 1 million songs with ad-free stations and hundreds of
How did I
playlists.
miss that?
You should start the list over again and be sure to
Okay.
include that.
All right, let's do that.
Could you?
Let me find out where it is. Yep. Prime Music.
Hey, Rob, what's your
free
pick?
access to hundreds of Prime playlists and more than 1 billion songs for members in U.S. and Puerto Rico. For more information, go to About Prime Music.
So my pick for the week, I guess, really fast, is an app.
You're okay, Rob. The next show starts at 10:30.
A good solitaire app, if you like fantasy games, called Card Crawl. And Card Crawl is basically a modified an app where the modified deck of cards uses most of the same suits from a regular deck of cards, but it adds some of the suits are monsters, some of them are swords, shields, potions, different things. You basically play a solitaire game where you're trying to go through the entire deck and defeat all of the monsters and survive. You have basically a 4-card tableau on the bottom, one of which is you with your health. Then you have a left hand and a right hand, and then a backpack. And in those 3 slots, you put cards that come in from the top. So you can pull down a shield, pull down a sword, and then use it to fight the other monsters that are up there along the top. And the more victories you get, you earn points, basically cash that you can use to buy other cards so that you can customize your deck and get into higher and higher, more difficult monsters. And it's a really fun game. It's a good time waster. And if you like solitaire, it's really cool. It's very graphically and artistically well done. I think it's $2.99. So I guess for a solitaire app, some people might find it on the higher end of what they're willing to spend, but I really enjoy it. So it's called Card Crawl.
I've actually had this app for quite a while, and it is great. Rob's right.
Yeah, good.
I can get dog poo bags on Amazon Prime Panda.
Yes, you can.
Oh, sorry.
It should also be noted for Keith, because I too am a big fan of Prime, that there also are a couple of services that even though it's not included with your subscription, there's a couple of cheap ones that you can add on, like Free Time, which gives you access to books for kids, shows, and games. That's like $3 a month. And I think you can also add Showtime or Stars to your account for a very low price.
I actually said that with the add-ons.
You did? Okay,
Yeah.
good.
But yeah,
Sorry.
So much. Did you
there
talk
is
about
so much.
Did you talk
It's
about
ridiculous?
the store card too? I'm very tempted to get the store card.
The Amazon store card?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I haven't. I didn't do that because it's actually not a Prime thing. But
It actually is a Prime thing.
well, you get benefits for being a Prime member. When you have it, but
You earn 5% back on all your purchases if you use it, so which is again pretty cool.
and signing up for it gets you a $70 freaking credit for Amazon
Yeah.
for anything.
Which basically,
Anything. So that
basically nearly pays for your subscription for the year.
Yeah,
Amazon's just trying to become all-encompassing, which
and I think they're doing a good job.
Yeah, and then they have the Alexa, that new voice.
The new button or whatever it is, the little version that's cheaper is actually really compelling.
Mm-hmm.
Don't you have to have an Alexa and it works with the little button?
It will work with Alexa, but it's its own self-contained thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
The ad that's on TV now is hysterical for the girl that just went through the breakup, and the dad's outside right next to it, and starts playing Broken Wings, and then turns on the sprinkler when the boyfriend comes over. That's amazing.
All right.
I have not seen that.
All right, guys. Next week, what are we going to be drinking? Or our next episode, I should say.
More beer!
We'll do the Westphalia Red Ale.
Okay.
Okay.
That one I just saw tonight, so we're good. And then next week, our topic is going to be, the guys don't know about this yet, the first annual Pint of No Return show, Spelling Bee. That's right, boys. But the Spelling Bee is it's going to be all beer terms and names. And we're going to have a little competition between the three of you. A little beer spelling bee.
Awful at spelling.
Well, guess
Can I
what?
just fail out now?
I'm going to make it into a little bit of a game show. So it's not going to be a normal spelling bee. There's going to be a couple added twists to it. So get
All
ready.
right, that sounds like fun.
Yeah, all right.
on episode 27, but this is episode 26. We're going to close out this show, and we want to thank you very much, Aaron, for tuning in. Tell your friends.
Please, Aaron. Please tell someone else.
Please. Find us on email.com or PNRShow.com, our website, our Twitters, you see them below. There's Cat. If you want to be part of our Slack chat, send it to me. Add Aaron. Chat with us all day.
I'd rather have lager than lime. I'll take a strong stout over stride. I prefer to confer.
Gary has a very pretty pussy.
It's a boy.
Why didn't I stop the show?
It's a boy cat.